What people see today of Davao City as one of the progressive and successful cities in the Philippines, one that is a hub of economic vitality, peace and order, and sustainable development, is a stark contrast of its past. Just like any other cities in the Philippines and the world, it had its share of a tumultuous past.
Davao City was actually under so many stressful events. It was the hotbed of communist movement, and peace and order was really bad at that time, no? Because people were starting to move to the Visayas and other regions where there was no insurgency, so to speak. There were abuses committed by the police and the military. So, nagkadaghan. In fact, ang sitwasyon dere, di nyo matawag nga purely insurgency. Kaya doon na po yung mga alyansa ang insurgents with the Moro separatists.
Those were dangerous times during the 80s. Those were troubled times. Those were times of the insurgency was at its heights, in that time. And then that was the time of the Nicaragua Dao. Dao was likened to Nicaragua because at that time Nicaragua was really a narco state. People were dying there.
But it is in these darkest and hardest times that the kingdom of Jesus Christ, led by its founder, the appointed Son of God, Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy, arduously established the ministry in a humble church in Villamor, Agdao, one of the most dangerous and chaotic areas in these times. It was also during these times that Pastor Apollo crossed paths with former President and now Mayor Duterte, who would then become his bosom friend.
The first time I saw Pastor, but I used to frequent a place in Agdao. It's a district in the city. Diyan nag-umpisa yung mga komunista. So, nakikita ko si Pastor because of my passion for God. Sa kadadaan ko, kilala ko si Pastor. Kilala niya ako sa mukha. Kilala ko rin siya.
There's a chapter in history in the life of both Pastor Apollo and Mayor Duterte. When Mayor Duterte was still a fiscal, Pastor Apollo was a struggling pastor during the time, way back, okay? The two of them would meet on the repair shop because their cars have to be repaired now and then. Doon sila nagsimula ng pagkaibigang dalawa. So, as years go by, the ministry of Pastor Apollo grew, and so the political fortunes of Duterte also happened, and they grew up together in an atmosphere where challenges is enormous.
Duterte was also among Davao's figures who witnessed the humble beginnings of the kingdom of Jesus Christ, along with other veteran public servants, until it slowly grew and covered the entire cities in the Philippines.
One day, into ako, pero hindi siya talaga ang kausap ko yung mga membro sa congregation. Kapilya lang yun, ganito lang siya. Yung kapilya niya, alam mo yung kapilya, yung roof ng pati poste, tapos may buwan. Ganon ang the first time na dumaan ako doon, tapos kapilya lang siya. Hindi ka maniwala. Kapilya ngayon, ganito.
Sobrang hirap. Siyempre, ang alam ko sa kanya, yung maliit ng simbahan niya, and all that, Napakahirap. Pobre lagi ba? Nagising na lang ako ng umaga. Aba, malaki ng simbahan niya. Eh lang, medyo malayo masyado yung at that time. Para bang nasa forest. Yung puntahan mo, yung simbahan ni Pastor Tumuloy at Buhangin.
On top of the abject poverty, the appointed son, along with a handful of members and workers, continued to toil the ground, laying the groundwork for greater work and success. From the Kingdom's gospel programs over radio and paid television time slots, to regular concert healing crusades all over the Philippines, to breaking the cultural and language barriers as they reach millions all over the world. Carried by its own broadcasting arm, Sunshine Media Network International.
It's not common for people to start from nothing and be able to achieve greater things. They start from this. Mayor Duterte started from a chaotic world, going into a very peaceful city and developed city. Pastor Kibuloy started from nothing, 15 people from the start, and then you reach to 7 million people. That means they have their principles and convictions are for people to believe.
Truly, seeing the kingdom grow as big it is now, not just here in Davao City, not just the entire country, but the entire world. Now I can say that truly God has anointed him, that truly he has a mission for the Lord.
But the ministry is not without controversies. From the very beginning, the kingdom is not immune to baseless accusations, fabricated claims, trumped-up charges, as evidenced, among others, in the recent 16-day KOJC siege.
Ang warrant, hindi nga sila napasok talaga doon dahil talagang napakalaki na issue.
The POJC has developed a lot. Lately, of course, you were challenged by the government. But I observed that the POJC continued to operate. And talagsaon po ang determinasyon sa mga membro. Bisag wala si pastor, padayon ang simbahan. Because the institution is there. And very important, kani nagatuo sa Diyos. And there's an spiritual enhancement for everybody.
All things work together for good. Therefore, we conclude na even this kind of chaos situation, kanig lisod nga panahon, well, napreparar na ang KOJC. I know nga naanay preparasyon nga giandam na daan for this transition period would happen. Oy. Okay, wag na pasagdi po sa Ginoo. God is for us, with us. Everything is plain.
I think you have solidified your togetherness, your unity in purpose, and those who stayed behind, and many of you, a lot of you, and most of you proved that Pastor Apollo indeed was not only a spiritual leader of the flock, but also an inspiration of many to pursue their respective goals in life.
And even the KOJC siege hasn't stopped the expansion of the Kingdom Sentinels of Light all over the world. Instead, it multiplied in numbers. More and more sons and daughters were ushered into the Kingdom Nation. New worship centers were opened, and more people were blessed by the message of the appointed Son, and have voiced their support to the Kingdom and Pastor Apollo. These false accusations and allegations also pale in comparison to the KOJC's massive impact all over the world. Under the leadership of the appointed son, the kingdom has gone where help is most needed, spearheading massive humanitarian projects in times of crisis.
Pastor has a pure heart, no? He has really a heart of those children. Ang gusto niya lang, magbigay lang siya ng love, magbigay lang siya ng tulong. But then he is misinterpreted, no, by those people na hindi talaga siya kilala. And I think for me, what is happening right now for the agency is just a part of biblical story. And since Pastor is appointed,
Ito ang hindi nakikita nung iba. Ito si Pastor. Even before, ang daming natulungan. Kaya saludo ako Ako nakikita ko lahat. Yung mga tinutulungan niyang mga bata. Ako malambot ang puso ko sa mga bata. At naiiyak na ako pagka tinutulungan niya yung hindi niya anak. Isipin mo yan na hindi mo anak. Tapos ito, hindi mo kareliyon, tinutulungan. Yung bang wala siyang inaasahang balik. Wala siyang selfless. Ito ang hindi nakikita nung iba.
10 years na ko nagservisyo ko dito sa paghatod kay Santa Pastor. Sa tanan area nga na birthday o na celebration sa KDC, ako may ginakuha para mag-serve og ice cream. Dami pa mga puspalad na mga bata nga pinakain niya. Yung mga lumad, Muslim, ay nakarating kami sa sa Marang. Walang masinilas yung mga tao doon. Oh, ice cream, lahat McDo, sinelas, laruan, Marang, kitmog.
Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, it's very helpful, and we are encouraging almost everybody to plant trees because we need more. Aside from green spaces, we need trees in order for us to combat climate change. And kasama sa ginagawa ni Pastor Tibuloy sa ganung paraan, napakagandang ehemplo yun sa ating pagpapangalaga sa ating kalikasan.
Actually, the first impression, very fascinating. Kasi maganda yung landscape, maganda yung pagkakadesign, maganda yung pagkakaplano ng and ang lawak niya. At saka yung garden ay maganda ang pagkakamanage talaga. At nakikita natin sa isang leader na nagkaroon ng ganito kaganda na proyekto ay talagang nagbibigay ito ng hudyat na talagang siya ay magaling, matalino at talagang masusing nagpaplano sa kanyang misyon, especially para sa kanyang mga kaangin.
Mapapawaw ka talaga, sobrang ganda ng lugar. Kasi, kumbaga, ako as a travel content creator, madami na ako napuntahan ng mga tourist spot, mga magagandang lugar. Pero ito, iba ito sa lahat Yung parang mapapasabi ka na lang na para kang nasa paraiso. And the good thing is nasa Davao City lang siya. So, pag mamamangha ka na hindi mo sukat akalain na meron palang ganito kagandang lugar dito sa Davao City.
Una-una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako kay Pastor Apollo Sigibiloy na binigay niya sa amin na opportunity na makaaral dito sa Promelio Eskwelahan. At isa pa si Pastor Apollo Sigibiloy, hindi kami binibayaan. Binigay niya lahat ang suporta para sa aming mga player. Salamat po Pastor sa binigay niyong opportunity sa amin.
So it helped us shape our future. So they have actually given us more than just intellect, but rather they help us to be experienced as well. So actually, I'm one of the members of the Debate and Moot Society. So Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy actually financed us to go to the Oxford, and that is an experience that we could be used if we became a lawyer in the future.
In fact, I was truly surprised how Pastor Quiboloy has impacted in the lives of many. Our young minds, our young people, to become not just educated, not just be equipped with what we need as we grow up and face the world, but be equipped with what is moral and with integrity. And I think that's what's very important in what we all do as individuals and as communities.
Malaki ang contributions ng KOJC in terms of informing the public. Kasi importante kasi yung pinaglalaban ng katotohanan. That's what we are seeking, no, as a media practitioner. We really need to tell the truth to the people, and that is what KOJC is doing through SMNI.
And I continued in my crusade.
And not to mention the credibility of the pastor. Of course, sa kanyang ministry, pinaglalaban ng katotohanan.
Using SMNI as a sounding board.
In 2022, the National Academy of Security and Defense Planning, Globe Eagle University, and the United Nations Intergovernmental Organizations conferred to Pastor Apollo Quiboloy 3 honorary doctoral degrees and 12 other awards and recognition for his initiatives, endeavors, breakthroughs, and impact towards nation building. Among the doctoral degrees conferred to Pastor Quiboloy were Doctor of Philosophy in Public Service, Doctor of Philosophy in Humanities, and Doctor of Philosophy in Humanities and Public Service. Pastor Apollo was also awarded with one of the most prestigious honors as World Missionary Chaplain, Brigadier General. With this, Pastor Apollo has become a member of CONAXI Chaplains International, which is accredited by the Chief of Chaplains, United States Army, and registered with the Department of State, USA. It is also recognized and accredited by the United Nations Intergovernmental Organizations, UNIGO, and the International Special Court of Arbitration and Human Rights Intergovernmental Court. It is also recognized by the United Nations Economic and Social Council and UN Global Compact as Christian Ministerial Order.
Pastor Quiboloy is worthy to be awarded Man of Honor and Distinguished to the Society, who is truly appointed Son of Jesus Christ, and that is why for his distinguished service for the last 30 years, not just to the Philippines, but also in African countries and other ASEAN countries.
The validation of his lifetime achievement, yun ang naging resulta ng conferment niya. I admire his dedication and the passion to serve. It's amazing. It's really heaven sent for the people. Congratulations.
Ang una-una sa grupo sa KOJC, panguluhan ni Pastor is tabang yun sa katawhan. Kunya si Pastor, ginabalik-balik na ako ni he's a developmental person. Pareho po kang Mio kung si Balaod, okay na siya. Dako, ang-impact ang KOJC. Kaya nahimo mo, actually, dito sa Mindanao, huwag nahimo model ang KOJC. Kanang gihimo niya karon Kingdom o dito po sa bukid, ako kay impact na sa Davao City. hopefully ma-expand yan somewhere else.
Ako nagagalingan ho ako sa mga taga KOJC. Yung kanilang faith sa Panginoon, yung kanilang forgiving heart. Iyan din ho ang isang dahilan kung bakit nakita ko na hindi totoo ang sinasabi nilang pangit na ginawa ni Pastor Kibuloy. Because nakita ko doon kung gaano kabuti ang mga tao sa KOJC.
Talagang sobrang natutuwa ako na dumami tayo. Na mas lalong na talagang naniwala at nagmahal kay Pastor. Milyon ang talagang nadagdag sa atin. Dati rin katulad namin kayo, nabulag sa katotohanan mapatungkol kay Pastor. Pero ang bandang huli nalaman natin yung katotohanan at doon mas lalo kami napahanga.
If there is one thing na makikita mo dito sa KOJC, alam mo yung yung language of love. Yan ang sinasabi nga nilang importante ho yung kanilang ugali.
Hello po.
Talaga nga namang nagpapakita kung anong klaseng itinuro sa kanila ni Pastor. Kaya nga, kitang-kita sa puso nila si Pastor. KOJC, you are so blessed to have a pastor like that.
The reason why KOJC is so blessed, because you have an excellent leader and the leader has an excellent follower. Ngayon napatunayan ko kung gaano talaga kabuti si Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy. Naging blessing kayo sa ibang tao, especially naging blessings kayo sa Banateros.
Again, we are not members of KOJC, pero tinanggap nyo kami bilang mga kapatid ninyo, and because of Pastor, Banateros became global. At napakaganda ng tingin ng mga tao, hindi lang sa buong Pilipinas, pati mga Filipino sa ibang bansa. Nakita nila kung gaano kagaling na leader si Pastor. Nakita nila kung gaano kagaling na ama si Pastor.
Alam nyo, madali kasi magsalita ng love. Pero iba yung ipamuhay. At to level up, mahirap maging consistent. Madali maging mabait isang araw, 2 araw, 3 araw. Pero alam nyo, napansin ko sa KOJC, you are authentic. Consistently authentic.
Ang experience ko sa Davao City, sa mga members of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, they are always law-abiding. They have been always supportive of the programs and projects of the local government unit. At sila partners in nation building and of course, ng lahat ng mga communities kung saan man sila sa ating bansa at sa buong mundo.
The Kingdom Nation continues to advance, unshaken by controversies, undeterred by false accusations, because the appointed Son delivers a message that transforms hearts, restores lives, and calls all men to genuine repentance.
Salamat gani mo sa inyo kay barog lang gihapon. Business as usual. Business as usual.
It's not that easy to raise a particular organization from the doldrums towards a great organization. You started small and now it has become big, and sometimes there are people who wants to always destroy what has been created from the start, and I always say truth will always prevail and justice will always emerge triumphant.
Despite all the betrayals, look at the KOJC's contribution to Davao City. We have the kingdom, which is the biggest in the world, as its contribution to the progress of Davao City. Why should you punish a man who contributes something for Davao City and for the Philippines? Pastor Apollo will overcome this.
This is the kind of nation that the Filipinos deserve. A nation where we can be wealthy while being kind, generous, and honest. For real prosperity comes when character and compassion walk hand in hand. And the kingdom of Jesus Christ shows to the world that abundance and development are most meaningful when it uplifts others and reminds the people that on top of integrity and generosity, the richest life is one that blesses others. Coming from a humble beginning, a boundless vision to 40 years of seeds planted in faith, now grown into a mighty nation. The kingdom's road to 40th year was paved by sacrifice, by blood, sweat, and tears of the appointed Son, of sons and daughters with the storms of persecutions, but its trust and steadfast faith to the Father became stronger than ever.
It's our badge of honor to die for our faith. Dahil kilala namin si Pastor. Alam namin kung anong ministry ito. Kaya we are willing to die for Pastor. We are willing to die for the ministry. We are willing to die for our faith.
Even up to this point, Pastor still taught us to love, to be kind, even to the point that we are being oppressed. Pero si Pastor po ang number 1 na nagsabi sa amin, to be kind to them, to love them, to pray for them. Pastor, ito lang po ang masasabi ko. No matter what happens, tatayo at tatayo po ako sa pagtanggol at gayon din po sa pagiging matapang po na isisiwalat sa buong kalibutan kung gaano po kayo kabuti sa bawat isa sa amin. Maraming salamat po, Pastor.
Nobody can stop it.
Coming in was so important for me because later I learned that in John 3:5, unless a man be born again of water, I cannot enter.
So when you will understand this message of mine,
Pastor was the best teacher I had when I longed for answers while I was still outside of the kingdom. So there was a transformation. No longer the material world, no longer the material things, because I felt there was no more values on these things. I felt that the values now, more important, would be the fresh manna delivered by the appointed Son, helping me grow spiritually. And now, I thank the Almighty Father through the appointed Son, our beloved Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy, for giving me this new life. There is now a new me inside me, and this is now what I'm cherishing.
When I first joined the kingdom, the reason why I was seeking something spiritual, because I was not brought up in a spiritual way for many years of my life, and that was basically the main push for me to participate in the kingdom activities and to listen to the message of our beloved Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy. Because the good pastor only preaches the words of the God, from the Bible, teaching us about the way to salvation, about all the sins of this world. I was opened to the world of spiritual good things, okay, all the good of God, and how we can change our life by replacing the serpent seed in us with the spiritual seed, which Pastor keep reminding us.
Completing the mission of saving humanity, the appointed Son remains unstoppable as the light of enlightenment continues to cover the world. Now, as it enters the glorification era, the whole kingdom nation awaits for the breakthroughs that the Father has in store in its road to 41 years. It waits in anticipation for the Father's divine impartations, for its blessing season, for more promises being fulfilled, and the wholeness of the kingdom nation, beginning in the life of the appointed Son. Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy.